Hi cuties, welcome back to another car therapy session with Michaela. Today I'm gonna be talking about a mentality that I have really had lately, and that is that it's me against the world. So before we get into it, make sure to thumbs up this video, make sure to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, leave that little heart down in the comments or comment whatever you want, and follow my Instagram. This topic is something that I really want to talk about because it is so prevalent in my brain and in my life right now. So I feel like maybe someone else is going through this as well. It's the us versus them. The me versus you, me against the world mentality. So thinking that me putting myself out there is going to get me hurt because it's somehow a competition. It's somehow me versus someone. It's all the time. It's me versus you, and you can't, I feel like I can't open up sometimes because I have that mentality. And it's like, first of all, there are so many people on this earth. There are so many people on this earth, okay? Not everyone is out to get you. I just want to come forth and say that if you've never heard that before. Not everyone is out to get you. And not even majority of people are out to get you, okay? Like, there are going to be a handful of people in your life that maybe are out to get you and maybe don't have the best intentions that you do. But I just want to say also that there is nothing wrong with putting your heart on the line. Just make sure you're listening to red flags. Make sure you're listening to your intuition. Make sure you're listening. Make sure you trust yourself. That's something that I've been working on as well. I guess I'll talk a little bit about what the mentality is for me and things that I've been thinking lately to kind of relate back to you. So lately I've been talking to people. I have a really big issue with making friends, and I'm the issue. I have a really big issue with making friends, as in I feel scared to open up. I feel scared to meet up with people. I feel scared to meet people, and all because I'm scared of their judgment. I'm scared that they're not gonna like me. I'm scared that they're gonna think I'm something that I'm not. I'm scared of all of these things. And I feel the me versus them thing. I feel like somehow they're better than me in some way that my brain makes up. And I feel that I'm not good enough. That's really, really, really what this comes down to, is not feeling good enough. Okay, so what happens when I don't feel good enough? For me, what happens is I isolate myself. If I'm going to meet up with someone, doesn't matter who it is, and I'm meeting them for the first time, or even not meeting them for the first time, and just wanting to get closer to them, whatever, I tend to make excuses. I tend to cancel plans. I tend to fall out. I tend to ghost. And I do all of these things. The reason being that I want to hurt someone else before they hurt me, or I want to isolate myself before I can get hurt. This territory is very like a double-edged sword, because you are setting yourself up for failure when you do these things. You're not even giving people a chance. And something my brain tends to tell me is that I am following my intuition when that is not true. I'm following my fear. So whenever I cancel on people, that's just me following my intuition. That's just me not wanting to go because I don't feel like it anymore. But really dig deep and think, like, why don't I feel like it anymore when I was so excited about this a week ago, you know? It can be dangerous because this is self-sabotage. Like, I talk about all the time how I want friends and I want to have like a group of girlfriends and just a soul family of friends, you know? I don't feel like that's too much to ask, but apparently I do feel like that's too much to ask because I keep self-sabotaging. So I will cancel on people, ghost, whatever, find any reason in the book to not like them, find anything that they're doing to block them, find anything in the world to make myself right. And in that, I will always end up getting hurt. I will always be alone. And that's how it's self-sabotaging, because I want one thing, which is friends, and my actions do not lead up to get to the end, to get to the conclusion, to get to the goal that I want to be at, you know? How am I ever gonna get friends if I start here and I lead people on thinking that I'm going to hang out with them, and then the day of, an hour before, I get in my head and I think, I can't do this, I don't want to go anymore, I just want to stay here, whatever you're thinking, and then you cancel. And it's like, that person was probably getting ready, that person was probably excited, that person is probably disappointed that you're canceling, and that makes people not really trust you and not want to make plans with you again because you canceled. And with me, I do this, sometimes I do this multiple times to the same person, and if I've ever done this to you, I'm sorry. I'm working through it. I really am trying. But yeah. So you're always going to end up alone if this is something that you're thinking and something that you're doing. So I guess I want to speak about how I'm trying to fix it and what I'm doing. So I've just been trying to put myself out there a lot more, even if I don't want to. Like, for example, today, I didn't want to go get my nails done because I was feeling lazy and I was whatever, like trying to self-sabotage. I knew it would make me feel better about myself, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna go. Like, I just want to lay here. I just want to lay in my sadness, lay in my pity, my own pity. And I told myself, Michaela, grab your fucking lady balls and get your ass out the door and go get your nails done. I have social anxiety. I pick and choose when to have social anxiety. So I just kind of got in my head about, like, I don't want to be somewhere where there's a bunch of people right now, blah, 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 blah. Self-sabotaging. None of the thoughts even matter because they're false. So I forced myself to go, and now I feel amazing. Even just driving there, I felt amazing. And it's really just getting yourself out of the house. It's really just finally saying yes and actually going through with them. There's one thing to say yes, and it's another thing to actually go through with it, okay? You gotta go through with it. And if you're promising yourself and someone else that you're gonna go through with it and you cancel at the last minute, you're losing trust in yourself and you're losing the trust of the other person. So make sure you're thinking about that. Think about more than just yourself. Think about this other person, this other party that you're going to hang out with, and you're canceling on them last minute, or even just being flaky, like not responding, ghosting, whatever, and just being a shitty person, you know? It's 100% okay to have these thoughts, but it 100% is not okay to be rude to people, to inconvenience people, to ghost people, like, unless that's your only way out of a situation is to ghost someone. I don't want to get into that, but ghosting someone that has literally done nothing wrong is just fucking rude. And blocking people for no reason is fucking rude. And not going through with plans is rude. And how do you expect someone to be nice to you when you're just being rude to them? And constantly just thinking these negative thoughts. Like, how do you expect to get out of that if you don't address what's going on? Just make sure you take your thought, you look at it, read it like a book, and go so deep and wonder, why am I doing this? What has made me built up these beliefs that people are out to get me, that nobody understands me, that I don't even know, that I suck, that nobody's gonna like me, that all these things, you know? And that's even been translating into my YouTube, because I just haven't been feeling like talking, like I don't want to be seen. It's kind of hard whenever you have a platform like this and you don't want to be seen. And I just kind of ghost YouTube. I haven't let myself do this time because I'm breaking my cycles, but I have a really bad habit of doing that in the past. And I know if I keep doing that and I keep letting myself fly by and not address it, I'm gonna keep doing that. And in reality, YouTube is very important to me. So keeping consistent on things that are important to you are important. Things that are important to you are important. They wouldn't feel the way they do inside your body if they weren't special, if they weren't important, if you weren't supposed to be doing them, you know. Don't let yourself talk yourself down and self-sabotage. You're worthy of love. You're worthy of having friends. You're worthy of having the career that you want. You're worthy of having the man that you want, the woman that you want. You're worthy of having the car that you want. You're worthy of having the house, all the money that you want. You're worthy. So stop telling yourself that you're not, and let's just follow through with things. Let's stop being scared. Stop being scared of being hurt. Stop being scared of thinking other people are better than you. Just stop being scared, you know? And yes, I know this is easier said than done. I know I'm dealing with this as well, but it's just so important. And I just want to come on here and be real as always and just tell you guys that I deal with this too. And it's okay. And there's nothing wrong with you for thinking these things. Just don't let yourself stay there. I listen to affirmations a lot. I kind of fell off, but I'm starting to listen to them a lot more. And that kind of just programs your brain to think more positively than what you're thinking now. Say you're thinking, no one likes me, I don't have any friends. Translate that into the opposite. So what's the opposite of that? The opposite of that is that I attract people that love me, and I attract beautiful souls into my life that I click with, that understand me. And every time that no one likes me thought comes up, replace it. This is just part of the work that we have to do as humans, and we carry a lot of karma. We carry a lot of things from our parents. We carry a lot of things from their parents. And it all is in us. It's in our DNA, and that's okay. And I want you to know that you can combat that, and you can, I don't like using the word fix because you're not broken, but you can transmute that into something else. You don't have to think all those negative thoughts all the time. You don't have to think that you're worthless. You don't have to think that you're ugly. You don't have to think that you're fat. You don't have to think that you don't deserve things. You don't have to think those thoughts. You get to choose what thoughts go in and out your brain. And you get to choose which ones you pay attention to and which ones you don't. Because there are gonna be negative thoughts, and that's okay. But it just really is what you do with it, and how you change it, and how you manipulate that thought and make it into something that is gonna help you, is gonna motivate you, is gonna make you a better person in the long run. Because I think that's all we really want. I think all of us just want to be a good person and want to have the things that we want in life and want to feel happy. And we're all on the same playing field here, and we can all do it. And I hope that this video was some sort of motivation for you if you've been feeling similar to how I've been feeling recently. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, do all the things that I mentioned in the beginning. I love you, and I will talk to you in my next one. Thank you for listening to me. You're worthy.